The second part opens by showing Yazi, who is now coming to a hotel room, where it turns out there is a zombie. This zombie has become a fairly strong zombie because this zombie used to be a college student, even though it is stronger than zombies in general. But for Yazi, zombies like this are still very weak. Even not a single attack from the zombie can hurt him. With that, victory makes Aji get 1 more XP and 1 gold. This time Yazi did all this badly because he couldn't kill the zombie with just 1 attack after defeating the skin Azi. Then returned to the other rooms. At this time, he broke into a room which turned out to contain a pair of zombie lovers who were planting sweet potatoes. Yes, I'm really confused by this situation because in conditions like this, the zombies are actually having fun. Playing the 2 zombies immediately attacked Yazid. The first attack was carried out by the man. The attack from the man also seemed very weak, for Aziz even much weaker than the man he had faced earlier. This man was immediately killed by Yazi with just 1 blow when Yazid was civilization. With the man and the woman came to attack Yazi from behind. Again, Yazim finishes him off very easily. Due to this victory, Yazi managed to kill 2 zombies at once and get XP 2, while gold is also 2 for the kills he did. He got a double deal item. It seems very, very good. Yazi is very happy to be in a situation like this because being a lucky person feels very happy. Yes, it turns out to get 2 prizes, each named Prof. I. This item is single use and can detect movement from a distance of 10 meters. When someone appears, the system will give a warning. The duration is 10 hours. Yazi also started using it to find out the whereabouts of the zombies around him earlier too. Not long after that came, not a zombie, but a fat man who was angry with Yazi because Yazi made a scene. Fat man then immediately tried to attack Yazi and tried to punch Yachi, but the attack issued by the fat man did not know at all. Even though he didn't know the fat man, the bigger his head, he said, "How dare a kid like you be able to fight me? I will beat you until you cry for mercy." The fat man was really very challenging to speak, but he suddenly fell silent when he saw Iyasi approaching him with a knife. Iyasi then, without thinking twice, immediately finished off the fat man with 1 attack. He did this because he didn't want to waste his time dealing with weak people who were big and snotty. After that, Yazi started looking for a way to find the other zombies. He started checking 1 by 1 the rooms until he found a room that contained zombies. Yes, friend thought twice, immediately entered the room and immediately tried to attack the zombies that were currently being faced by Yazi a little bit fast. Yazi had enough difficulty facing the zombies. But again, Yazi managed to cut his neck after defeating it. Yazi got a new item. Not long after that, Yazi was about to lie down while waiting for his time to arrive. But when he checked the time, it turned out that Yazidik had to go up to level 3 before 8 to reach level 3 himself. At least Yazi had to kill 6 zombies. Currently, Yazi had only killed 4 zombies. So Yazi needed 2 more zombies to be killed. The remaining time was now only 20 minutes. So Yazi had to immediately kill 6 zombies to get to level 3. Yazi kept running very fast until he arrived at a technician room. Number 3 there, he was about to turn on the bell, because with that sound it meant that zombies would appear then. Without thinking, he immediately made a loud noise so that the zombies started to come. The zombies that came from the basement, so Yazi had no choice but to go down there and kill the 2 zombies. Immediately kill the 2 zombies very easily. With this situation, Yazi again got 2 HP, and he could go up to level 3 before going up to level 3. It turns out that the requirements are now added again, where CSC must have 4 more XP so that he can go up to level 3. Then to support his greatness, Yazi needs a new weapon. What kind of weapon will he get? We will find out soon. Soon Yazi gets a weapon called the Tang Dynasty Horizontal Sword, a bronze level weapon, a Tang Dynasty army sword in the Dragon Kingdom with a size of 70 centimeters. Has armor piercing and durability as characteristics that are so astonishing. String attribute plus, one can reduce the enemy's defense by 10% after stopping fighting. The defense will recover slowly. Time is now 10 minutes left. Again, yes, he started hunting the zombies outside until he found 4 zombies at once. He immediately killed the 4 zombies with his new sword without thinking twice. If the quality of this sword is very extraordinary, with this situation, Azi finally rose to level 3 and had 1 attribute point. player Yazzie would need 30 more XP so that he could rise to level 4. Not long after, a female zombie came, who this time was a little smart because she came only on her own initiative. But again, the strength of the zombie was very weak, so that Yazzie could easily defeat her. With the defeat of the zombie, Yazzie got a book which turned out to be a book containing skills. Yazzie was very happy with this situation. He thought that the apocalypse was really easy, but when 8 o'clock had just arrived, finally a much more terrifying zombie figure came. The zombie that Yazzie would soon face had a body size twice as big as Yazzie. This could happen because as time went by at night, the zombies would get a big increase in their attributes. They would be buffeted and it would be harder to fight these zombies, so they had to use their abilities to defeat the zombies. One warning for Yazzie was that in 1 minute, the zombies will be able to reach the point of his fight, so that at that time, Yazzie will be very, very difficult to defeat him. So with all these circumstances, Yazzie must defeat this zombie. In less than a minute, Yazzie began to attack and slash the neck of the zombie. But the screen could not be slashed at all. The zombies faced by Yazzies at this time were quite tough because of this. Yazzie used a hammer to try to attack the zombie, but again and again, Yazzie's attacks did not have any effect on the zombie, let alone just an attack from the hammer. Not long after 1 minute passed, and the zombie now began to become a very different figure from before. Now he had 2 red eyes that shone so brightly as much as possible had to survive the zombie's attacks. The zombie continued to attack Yazzie, but Yazzie did not remain silent. He continued to hit the zombie's neck so that the zombie now began to collapse. Fortunately, the zombie was now defeated by Yazzie. Because Yazzie knew his weak point, this could happen because in his past life, Yazzie had gained a lot of experience. So this is the time for him to fix all the mistakes in the past after defeating quite a lot of zombies at night. Yazzie immediately rushed to take a shower to clean his body while resting during the break. Yazzie again gets a good item from his victory earlier. Yazzie this time gets the Ring of Night equipment. This can reduce camouflage tactics by 30% when Yazzie uses the skill. Suddenly, the skill book now shines very brightly. This can happen because Yazzie is the first person who can get the skill book. And even with this skill book, Yazzie can achieve unlimited skills. Yazzie is also very happy with this situation because he will make the best use of everything. A moment later, Z remembered his past life, where there used to be many people who were at level 60 to 70, but only had professional skills. Even so, there was someone known as a skill good who had 25 skills, and he was the person who had the most skills in the world. In Yazzie's past life, Yazzie himself in the past could surpass 99% of players worldwide because he had 10 skills, and this time, Yazzie tried his luck to get a good opportunity again at the beginning of this life, so that the steps in the future would not be too difficult anymore. While on the other hand, the young master, who was currently really emotional because everything that happened was not in accordance with his expectations in a tense situation like this, the young master always thought about finishing off Yazzie, aka Zalong. This also made the uncle a little disappointed because this could make the young master suffer, especially the hard nature of the young master could kill him slowly, without hesitation. At this time, the young master has ordered his father's team, namely the assassination squad, to find out the whereabouts of Yao Jinghan and also Ozzy. He wants to find Jihan, and if she is still alive, that she is to me, and if she is dead, then the smell of her corpse is needed in front of him. As for the situation, the young master really wants to take her alive and make Yazim suffer very badly due to the pressure he put on there. The uncle also said that the bounty hunter team has been trained since they were young to become death soldiers, so they will all do whatever the young master orders. The young master is really very happy with this situation. The next day, Yazzie returned to have an adventure hunting weak zombies that could increase his SP one by one. The zombies have now been finished off by Yazzie, so that Yazzie only needs 40 more SP to go up to the next level. After that's it, keep killing the monsters that block his way until Yazzie gets a new attribute, which attribute can be very useful by Yazzie. And the item that Yazzie currently gets is called Equipment Enchant School, where this item can increase equipment rank bronze. Yazzie is quite happy because this item can be very useful. This item has also been able to increase the attributes that Yazzie has by using that item. Yazzie managed to upgrade his sword so that this time his sword became Tang, Dynasty Horizontal Sword +1. After that, Yazi continued to hunt the zombies until he got a new item called Hidden Marks itself, can make Yazi able to hide nickname level and basic information within 30 minutes. This mask can also be used twice a day, directly using the item after that. Running a lot of activities, Yazi took a break. He also wanted to level up 5 before night fell. He did that to challenge a place called the Dungeon is a way for players to get XP sources, equipment, and items very much. Players only need to find the dungeon portal distributed around the city. They can teleport to the dungeon waiting room to choose which dungeon they want. Challenge, there is also a special single dungeon. Single dungeon is a hidden dungeon that can give more rewards than normal dungeon will soon adventure to the living place. But he must immediately climb his level 5. What will happen next? The second part ends here.